Okay, here we go. I've got some things to say. Today, I had some crazy synchronicity, alright? It's funny too because the synchronicity runs deep. So a while ago, I saw a video on Facebook that somebody else shared, and it was Auntie Coolette from TikTok, right? And she was talking about the stuff to do with the eclipse and Homer Simpson and all the times that Homer Simpson has predicted the future, or they just have predicted the future through that show, right? Matt Groening, he is a Freemason or whatever. He's got that 33-degree like wisdom. He knows the secrets. There's a lot of stuff that has been proven in the future, but it was predicted way back by them, okay? So she was doing a video, the deep dive. She was the one that had put into there the stuff that caught my attention because I was ignoring all of the like fair propaganda and craziness surrounding it all. And that one specifically had my birthday in it as being the end date for like the 40 days that we would be in right now for repenting and all of that. It had my mother's birthday in it. It had just some crazy stuff that made me pay attention because also May 18th is the height of the Pleiadian lineup. So it's always been a significant time for me. I've moved on that day. Lots of shifts have happened in my life. The last time I changed my life with the gratitude challenge, which I just started, was during November in 2016, and that's another time of the Pleiadian lineup. So every year, May and November, Pleiadian lineup happens. It's a heightened time of manifestation for me and shifting for me. Great things happen, not so great things happen, but it's always pushing me towards my highest good, okay? So anyways, saw that video of hers. I made my own one that day, and I was like, hey, this is kind of weird, bop-a-da-boop, and I shared it, okay? And then I started having like my other synchronicities and things like that come forth. And again, I want to say right now, what I'm sharing with you is not to incite fear in you. It's not to make you think that some event is going to happen, that someone's going to come just pick you up and take you off of this planet. There's nobody that's going to be doing that, okay? Like the Pleiadians aren't going to just show up and be like, here we are. People have been saying that since I woke up in 2011, and I had a time there where I thought like, okay, any day now they're going to show up and they're going to like, we're going to have whatever. And it's not like that. And people who go like, oh, new earth, or 5D is just gonna, it's not. It's a frequency shifting. You're constantly shifting your consciousness. You're constantly creating multidimensional versions of yourself. You're constantly creating a reality around you, and things are constantly shifting and evolving and expanding. There is nothing to fear in all of this, and a lot of this stuff is fear propaganda. I bring these to your attention just because it's part of the conscious awareness and awakening, and there's synchronicity and there's symbolism here, and I feel like there's reasons for it. There's like, I want to bring these messages to you so that you're aware of them, but not so that you fear them. I don't want to do what anybody else does about like, oh, blah, 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 or lead you into thinking false things. You know, I don't want you to think that like some rapture thing is going to just save you off the planet because you were a good person. Be a good person just to be a good person. Keep your soul pure because you are the one that's going to save you, okay? Nobody's coming to save you. Nobody's coming to do anything crazy like that. And if you do see something out there that's like, it's most likely Project Bluebeam type of stuff, okay? It ain't gonna be legit. For the most part. You'll feel it inside. Trust your gut, okay? But use discernment when you're following this stuff. Use discernment. And the reason I'm saying this is because just recently, within the last week, a woman who was an astrology person, she went a little gung-ho hard into like this is the end. She thought the eclipse was gonna be the eclipse of everything. And she ended up stabbing her boyfriend and throwing her child out of a moving vehicle with a baby in the child's arms, which both of those are her children. The baby died, and the 9-year-old is the only one that's left alive because she ended up crashing into her car, crashing into a tree, and also harming herself to death. So we don't want to do that, okay? This is not to do any of that. It's just to show you how much of this stuff here is weird and like to see beyond it, okay? So first of all, today, again, I was on Facebook because I wasn't even following Auntie Coolette. So I saw a video again on Facebook of hers. If anybody remembers when I was talking about the eclipse stuff, I was like, I feel like we may have the 3 days of darkness. But not in the sense where the whole world is going to be dark. Maybe your power will go out. Maybe this, maybe that. I don't know. I wasn't sure how it was going to manifest, but I felt it, okay? Felt it. So today, Auntie Coolette pops up from somebody else sharing her video onto Facebook, and she was like, guys, oh my god, we're in the 3 days of the darkness. And I was like, alright, I'm ready to hear this, because she's a deep diver, and she's also an avid, synchronicity follower. She was just like me, like something feels off about this, like since before the eclipse happened, whatever, okay?
For the past few weeks before the eclipse, something in me has been saying, this is not right. Something is off. This is not a natural occurrence.
And there's a video that she ended up stumbling onto where somebody was recording the time of the eclipse, okay? And she had said before, and many other people had said before, I've even said, like, the sun and the moon thing wasn't making sense for what was happening, okay?
According to Skyview, the moon itself was behind the sun just after the eclipse. Make that make sense. Here, look. Because especially on an eclipse day, the math here, my friends, just is not mathing. You have the sun, the moon, and what they're trying to tell us is Mercury. But y'all, I have been using Skyview for years, maybe a decade. I don't know, and I can tell you one thing's for sure. Mercury, because I'm a Gemini, it's always been, but no longer is, always red. Red in the Skyview app, not this almost black. My friends, what you're seeing here is the artificial sun, the moon, and our sun, which is the black sun right now. And our sun that is being hidden by this artificial sun is still stuck in the eclipse. Y'all, we are in the 3 days of darkness. We just don't know it because, well, we have been NASA'd by man, deceived. That artificial sun that is giving off, well, what we all just assume was sunlight is hiding the truth of 3 days of darkness that we are now and currently in.
So during the eclipse, right, we see the moon go over the sun, supposedly, and then, like, think of that, okay? I'll try to get the video, or, oh yeah, yes, I will show you, okay? So it's like, oh, but then something else happens, which is almost like, what just happened? Did this happen? She had said in her video that she thought that the moon went across in front of the sun and then tucked behind the sun. You know what I mean? Like, did this? Like, I'm going this way and then I'm tucking or something. I didn't think that, though, when I looked at it. It looked like to me that, like, this thing's going this way and then something else came in over it, which makes more sense for what she was
Directly during the eclipse, and the moon is now moving away. Guys, it is vital you watch what the moon does here.
Oh, wow. Whoa, look at that. What's that all about? What is that? Yeah, what is that?
That's right, you guys just saw that with your own eyes. Directly after the total eclipse, that moon, or whatever it was, moved away from the sun and slid behind it. Y'all, it wrapped around and slid behind it. It was...
Something else came in over it, which makes more sense from what she was actually saying too, okay? Because she was getting a lot of signs, and I'll add the thing in there about, you know, like this pattern where it's like there was like a geometric pattern that she kept seeing, and then, right, she's saying all this in her video. I looked at the comments, not even on her video, like it was comments on the video that the other person shared of hers, and people were showing pictures of the patented fake suns and stuff. So I was like, all right. And that actually aligns with the stuff that was popping up in The Simpsons of like this fabricated type of situation where it's like, we think this is what's happening, but there's something else happening. So she believes that we still have that eclipsed sun up there, but that there's like a artificial sun that's over it at this time, so that we aren't aware of these 3 days of darkness. You know what I mean? To not cause chaos among the people, to not go, whoa, or to just even realize what is happening, okay? Now, NASA, she also talked about in this video, and I forgot to mention this before, that the thing that they launched, right, all these 3 rockets, they're called APEP. APEP is the Egyptian god that was known for destruction and chaos, which we all know, or we should know, that eclipses bring chaos, right? But not only that, he was the Egyptian god that eats the sun, the sun god. And it's just kind of funny, you know, just kind of funny. Why are we eating the sun? Why are you calling it that? Because APEP wasn't a good dude, you know? Bastet, the cat, had to kill APEP at one point. But yes, there's a solar simulator too that has been patented and shown, and it was put up in another country. Like, they were like, oh, look at this thing, and it had the pattern on it that she was getting synchronicities about.
Something about the sun is not real, so I went out and I took a video. I pressed my backyard, here's the sun, and here's that ominous globe that we always get when we do videos, which is literally just a reflection of the sun that floats around, but it's a reflection of the exact sun. Imagine my shock and surprise when I zoomed in on it and I found this. Yeah, those are some whole ass geometric patterns. Sun is black as sackcloth, the moon is not giving its light, we are still in a form of an eclipse. They don't want us to know because CERN harnesses the powers of the eclipse to open the key to the bottomless pit, to open the portal. NASA's mission, the APEP mission, during the eclipse to shoot a rocket, well, into the sun, okay. Apep is the enemy of the sun disk, and his mission, his job is to, well, devour the sun. Discovered something even more eerie. Not only is its reflection got those geometric shapes in it, so does the sun. Look close. I tinked around with the contrast and the brightness to show you, but look, guys, even the ray itself has these geometric shapes in it. But look, the entire sun is made up of them. Here's a closer, better view of it. You guys, that's what they're trying to make us believe is our sun. Go look. Just like the solar simulator patented in the 1960s, artificial sun first used in 2017, also an eclipse year. I also noticed these really weird black smudges in all of the glares from the sun, like something is dirty. Look close, guys. I think I actually captured our sun in eclipse right behind it. Look at that right there. Do you see it? The ring around it and the black in the middle. I think that's our sun in the eclipse. We've been NASA'd.
And it's just, again, it's just stuff that I wanted to share because I feel like it's good for us to know, to be aware of these things, because a lot of the stuff is hidden in plain sight. It's not a lot of, like I feel like these agendas play into to make us fearful so that we expect some big thing, and then when some big thing doesn't happen, people are like, no, nothing happened, and they dismiss it and all that, but so many things did happen anyways, you know? Like, the particle accelerator got turned on. While that was happening, the guy who was heavily involved in getting the boson particle there, or the God particle there, died. Like, that's weird. You know? And then, like, the APEP thing. Why? And I keep getting signs about the Ouroboros, because when I looked at the black hole sun there, which there is also a black hole sun, which people are saying is Rahu, which is tied into astrology stuff as well. But when I was looking at it, I kept getting that sense of like, oh, that looks like the Ouroboros. Apep is a serpent god, okay? Or they had him depicted as a serpent at some points. So there's just these like crazy little things that are all whoa, okay? Take from that what you will, but do not fear it. Just be aware of it. And like I said, they have the technology to do crazy ass shit. They have they've patented a thing so that these things, these little earbuds that you put in your ear, can read your mind, which I think they've already been doing, okay? There's been times that I will think of something, I haven't spoke about it, I haven't typed it in, I've just thought about it, and then I get an ad for it. That is weird, okay? I know about synchronicity, but there's an artificial synchronicity too that's happening in our lives, and we need to separate ourselves from that. We want to stay in a pure consciousness. We don't want to get into those agendas. We don't want to let ourselves get like manipulated into that stuff. We want to be aware of it so that we don't get tricked by it, but we don't want to become fearful of it either, because that's us being tricked by it. You know, when you're in fear, when you're in doubt, when you're in those lower vibrations, you are under the dark spell. When you're illuminated, you are understanding, you are all-knowing, you are wise, you've got the eyes to see. What actually destroyed Apep was because Bastet had the third eye, the all-knowing eye. She could see through the bullshit. She knew, and as I'm saying that, I'm looking over there, that circle there, okay? It's like, you gotta see through this shit. This isn't to be fearful. This isn't to make you upset. This isn't to disempower you. This is to empower you, to illuminate you, to awaken you, so that you see the insight. You just split the deck. Look, this is for good insight, so you can awaken and find, you know, that information. Yes, so you can reach understanding, okay? You want to have that good understanding on your spiritual quest. The more you know, the better you'll be. And also clear your energy at this time. This is a message that's been very, very, very much up, okay? Clear your energy, protect yourselves, because there's a lot of haters, there's a lot of darkness out there that don't want to see us have our new beginnings, that don't want us to find that place of oneness, that may want to block us from that shit on our spiritual quest for some reason. And again, it's like, I don't even like saying it, because it's like, it doesn't make sense to me. Why? Why do you care if someone else is happy? You're fucking weirdos. But nurture yourself, okay? And accept this. Rebirth time, okay? It's time to rebirth. It's time to accept that not everybody out there is for our highest and best. But if we want to have harmony in our relationships, you know, we got to have that divine support and persevere through this and accept what is, so we can find the splendor in life, protect ourselves from those who don't want to help us or cultivate things in our lives that will make us feel like we are sustained. And the enlightenment 27 is where we're headed. But we have to speak our truth, and we got to follow our joy. You gotta embrace this new beginning and follow the guidance that we're getting, and also relax, but have our priorities straight, you know? Be empowered, be confident, don't let anybody take your power away. We're going towards wholeness, going towards completion. Yes, look, with the green growing on the vine, relax and know you have time. A glass of wine will calm the mind, so don't get anxious. Be receptive and nurturing and allow the blessings to come to you. It's time to awaken that love. It's a time for your true twin flames to come into your life and for you to remember what you came for. You didn't come to struggle. You didn't come to like deal with all this pain. You didn't come to deal with, you know, heartache after heartache or people who don't light you up or feel good. You shouldn't be anxious. You shouldn't be depressed. You shouldn't feel alone, you know? And if you're confused, just know that what is true and who is real, the time will reveal. You will see this. The cycles are ending. New beginnings are happening. You have time to relax, but don't let yourself go into fear or illusion. You know, no more of that stuff. Don't get all inebriated and messed up if you're trying to like numb yourself with substances or distractions or addictions. Maybe you're constantly scrolling. Get rid of that stuff because it's time to release the fear and just shift. And again, what is true and who is real, your dreams will show. They will reveal the true divine masculines that we're supposed to have in our lives, the true divine feminine that we're supposed to have in our life. Our spiritual foundation is protected. You're already free. You know, like we're already free from those things that are not serving us because they're not there. So let those things go. Don't worry about what didn't show up or what hasn't showed up. Just know that if it's not there, it's not meant to be there. And if you can't accept that, then you're just going to delay and make things go longer, okay? But when gifts are placed out of the tree, expect extra company. So if you can shift all this stuff by the time of Christmas, you'll have good stuff. But you are supported. You do have a good foundation. There's angelic support all around you. Tomorrow is another day. Try again another way. And know that you have the true power inside of yourself. Your potential is inside of yourself. There's imminent change, life force rebuilding right now. Again with the 27, be deliberate in what you share and what you contemplate on and what you give your power to. Know that you've already learned your lessons and you've grown. So it's time to trust and know that good things are coming. Stop and look around. All you want will be found. You've already felt the dark. You don't need to be there anymore, okay? You felt all of that. You've been through the depression. Now it's time to bring true love in. And it could be seconds if you count all your blessings. So do the gratitude challenge because the time is now. No need to wait. Go out on a date. That's where you're going to find the true love, the true, like, you know, power. Somebody that's going to be, like, you know, a provider, a protector, someone that's going to show up. So don't stop working on yourself and know that through doing this, good things will manifest. The right things. You will see the light shine within a month's time. In the light of the sun, it will all be done. And the sun is the masculine. So be in your feminine at this time so that the right masculine can show up and expect the upgrade. You know, starting today, over the next 10 years, a massive upgrade is coming for us, but we can't fear it or we can't doubt it and we can't block it by holding on to things that no longer serve. You know, new contracts are coming in. We're awakening others and we're bringing in soul contracts and we're attracting in our soul family. Again, that's why I share those messages, because I'm sharing it with my soul family, trying to awaken others to see what they may not see. So we're seeing through the wisdom, through the cosmic ocean, the infinite portals of wisdom. Walk-in souls are coming, okay? So if it's safe to say no to the things that don't serve you and know that you are supported and new people are going to be showing up, a new beginning is coming. Cut the cord, release the guilt, say no, and embrace this new beginning so you can have instant cosmic consciousness. And yes, this is for your highest and best. New soul family members showing up. You know, it's time for you to feel good. It's time for you to be happy. It's time for you to, you know, walk away and think in a new way to receive your blessings, your opportunities. No more waiting. It's receiving time. No more hermiting. It's celebration time. No more feeling sad. No more devil toxic karmic crap. No more losing the game. Your true love will show up because you're ready for that. You're ready to shine as a star. All right, Inman and Namaste.